It's going to make $2 billion. It is going to be a piece of shit.
$2 billion? I don't see $2 billion.
Oh, I do. I think you're wrong. I'm telling you, and the reason why is because now here's my prediction, though, and you guys aren't going to like this, but I think this movie's going to make $2 billion. And because we saw what happened with Captain Marvel, all you need to do to get people to come into the theaters is have a reason to come. And the reason to come to the theaters is, it's the last Star Wars movie. It's the end of Luke Skywalker. It's going to make $2 billion. It is going to be a piece of shit. Now, comfort yourself in knowing that Rian Johnson is going to be the guy who made $1 billion. You know, who made half of what the other two movies made. But yeah, it's an awful thing. This is how they kind of con people. They emotionally manipulate people into coming to the movies at this point to have a mediocre experience. It's going to happen again with this. I'm sure of it at this point.
I don't think $2 billion is it would be
China, one easily.
Yeah, I mean my most wishful thinking prediction is I think 900 million is what I'm hoping for, but the realistic prediction is more along the lines of 1.2, 1.3. But $2 billion, I don't see $2 billion.
Oh, I do. I think you're wrong. I'm telling you, and the reason why is because, first of all, that second movie sucked, absolutely, but this is it. This is the end of the ride. Everybody's going to get on this ride. You know.
I think a lot of people are a lot of kind of casual fans, the normies, you know, the people who go about their lives, don't pay attention to this stuff, are just like, hey, let's go see the new Star Wars movie. I think a lot of people are gonna kind of remember the prequel trilogy. Yeah, they're going to remember the prequels, and they're going to be like, well, that middle one was kind of meh, but the last one's really good, so maybe the last one will be really good. So they're going to go off of that. And it's an obligation. You kind of have to, because this is the last one. It's the, you know, they're marketing this on the feels. They're marketing this as like Endgame, like saying goodbye to your childhood.
The last episode of MASH, the last episode of Seinfeld, which was a piece of shit, had a huge audience. It's all about saying goodbye. It's all about the last of something. So that's what I'm saying, Jeremy. You and I, we'll see how this works out. Initially, I was like, yeah, this sucks. Like, there were, what, $500,000 maybe, or 500 million. I mean, this is
500,000. That would be great.
That'd be something else. That's what it deserves. But this is not going to make the kind of money that a Star Wars movie should. But I think this one should. And I want you guys to temper expectations because, you know, weirdos, your Swankmotrons, your Steel Saunders, your various and sundry shills, your John Campias, are going to pretend like that would be a success.
Star Wars Explained. Just want to make sure we get that one out.
Star Wars Explained, yeah. Understand people's motivations for wanting to go and purchase a product. You know, you can talk them into going to see this movie by making them feel like they need to, because this is the end of something. People always go see the last of something, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it without China, because I don't think this one's going to catch on with China. If the last one didn't, the one before, it's not the cultural phenomenon there. So it would take a heavy domestic total, which is possible, totally.
Oh, we'll see, yeah.
It's going to be an interesting December.
The previous highlight was brought to you by your friends at the High Council and their guests. If you liked what you heard here, I encourage you to subscribe to all of their channels, which are linked in the description below. Also, subscribe to popculturepb, so that you never miss a High Council highlight.